Welcome to Pioneer Viewpoint. I'm Jaden.
And I'm Aaron. A new report from the North American Electric Reliability Corporation says Tennessee is not prepared for severe winter weather if it hits us. Tennessee is in what they're calling the elevated risk category for generator and electrical outages in a winter storm. NERC recommends the state put together a plan to prevent any energy crises.
Governor Lee has unveiled a proposal to expand the school voucher program to every county in Tennessee. The plan allows tax money to cover the tuition of a student going to a private school. The governor says the scholarships will give parents the freedom to choose the best learning environment for their child. Opponents counter that private institutions will have no accountability to get money. A total of 20,000 scholarships will be awarded on the first-come, first-served basis.
Advocacy for students is growing stronger in many Middle Tennessee schools. Jaden Mitchell checked out one advocacy center.
Since the pandemic, schools have been making changes. They're taking different approaches, not only providing a quality education, but also being fair and inclusive to all students. They're making sure students have what they need to succeed, down to meeting their emotional needs so they are ready to be able to learn. I would like to introduce someone that is a part of the change, advocacy coach Carmina Anderson. What is the purpose of the Advocacy Center?
Hey, how are you? Well, the purpose of the Advocacy Center is to help students develop social, emotional learning skills and to be able to support their own stress response.
And when do students typically visit the Advocacy Center?
Students typically come in anytime to calm down when they're going through something or experiencing strong emotions. And they just need a little connection with a caring adult like myself.
And what are some of the ways you connect with the students to help with the behavior or emotions they are feeling?
I let the students show me how they're feeling. I have a chart in my room. So we start there on the emotional scale, trying to figure out where are you on this? And then I use a strategy to help the student to calm down. We may practice breathing techniques. We may also do creative expression, or we may even use mindful movements or yoga.
Once you have the student calm, what is the next step to learning to manage their behavior?
Well, once the student has calmed down enough to share with me, we reflect on what's going on, whether it's in the classroom or in their life that's making them upset. So this helps the student to identify what's wrong and to use accountability if they've done something that has caused harm in the midst of them having emotional dysregulation at the time.
And how do social emotion learning practices in the center also help build better study habits?
One that comes to mind, one of the practices that we use when we talked about the mindful movement and yoga, those breaks that we use in the center when we're trying to get the student calm can also be used even at home when the student is studying, because it's a way to boost student productivity by re-energizing the student, which can help them when they're doing their classwork, when they're here and they're doing those movements, or like I said, at home when they're doing their homework. So it just gives them that extra boost of energy when they need it.
Thank you so much, Ms. Anderson, for sharing with us how Metro Public Schools are taking additional measures to address the whole child to support student learning and success.
Students looking for a way to earn Tennessee Promise hours at Vol State can turn to Raymer Hall and the college radio station. Wolfgang Vappel checks out WVCP.
I had the chance to visit Vol State's 88.5 WVCP radio station and speak with productions assistant Stanley Carr. Stanley told me all about how he was able to get his job as productions assistant after being a student at Vol State.
Well, I was a student here from 2015 through 2017. I attended Volunteer State Community College, majoring in entertainment media production, and while I was here, I wanted to get involved with the radio program. So I did a weekly shift and tried to get involved in as many things as possible that we were doing, whether it was remotes or basketball games. I was an active participant in any activities we were doing at the college radio station. So when I heard there was an opening for operations assistant, I applied for the job and I was hired in late 2020. This is my third year now, and it's awesome.
Carr also helps do voice work for the radio station. So I asked him about how special it is to be able to hear his own voice on the radio every day.
Yeah, I mean, there's always an exciting feeling when you hear yourself on the air. You know, you're being heard by so many different people. Our radio station covers the entirety of Sumner County, parts of Nashville, parts of Robertson. So if people are listening to our radio station and they were to see me at like the grocery store, they'd say, "Oh, I know you. You're from WVCP." And it feels good because it's like that level of fame almost.
There are always lots of different career opportunities you could take when studying communications at Vol State. But is this something that Carr always wanted to do?
I always wanted to do something in entertainment, and broadcasting was a perfect outlet, and I really kind of fell into it, but I was hooked right away. And there's different mediums, obviously, radio, you've got television, now you got podcasting. So a little combination of the three. I like to get as much as involved as possible with them, with all of them. And the sky's the limit, so love to dip my toes into multiple platforms as possible.
I had a great time getting to catch up with Carr and learn just what it was like for him to go from being a student into working at the radio station. This is Wolfgang Velpel with Pioneer News. Thank you.
Holiday light shows are breaking out all over Middle Tennessee. Ryan DeKill got a close-up look at one that involves the whole community.
In the spirit of the holiday season, one Hendersonville home is lighting up the neighborhood with their music-synchronized light show that is free for all to enjoy. Since 1998, the elves at 176 Luna Lane have been transforming their home into a winter wonderland every holiday season. The process is simple. Park your car across the street at Luna Lane Church of Christ, tune your radio dial to 101.7, and enjoy the show. I caught up with some viewers last night to see what Lights on Luna means to them.
Me and my kids love Lights on Luna. We've been coming for about 2 years now, and it's becoming a family tradition.
I've been coming to Lights on Luna for 3 years, ever since we first moved to the community, and it just makes my year every year. It's a wonderful display of Christmas spirit, and it just gets everybody in the mood. It's just a great gift to the community.
Barring good weather, the light show begins at 7 p.m. every night and ends around 9 p.m. It's a great experience for the whole family, and I even heard a rumor that Santa and Mrs. Claus drop in from time to time. Families from near and far are invited to experience the magic at 176 Luna Lane. This festive gesture is a great example of bringing the community together during the holiday season.
Other light shows can be found in Gallatin on Brownstone Drive, Goodman Drive, Rockbridge Road, Craig Manor, Potter Lane, and McLaughlin Court.
It's a roller coaster ride for Tennessee teams this fall. Here's a look at sports. I'm James with the Pioneer Sports. The good news, the Grizzlies are not in the basement in the Southeast Division standings. The bad news, they're just inches away, with a 3-13 record after their weekend loss to the Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards scored 24 points for Minnesota in the 119-97 round Sunday. In UT men's basketball, the Vols are down to number 10 in the post-feast power rankings after losing to Purdue and Kansas in the Maui Invitational. That's despite outstanding performances from Dalton Knecht, who was named to the all-tournament team. The Lady Vols basketball team are heating it up on the court these days. Jasmine Powell turned in 19 points as UT took a 76-73 victory over Oklahoma in the Elevance Health Women's Fort Myers tip-off during the holidays. Tennessee won the rebounding battle for the 5th time in 6 games this season, pulling down one more than Oklahoma, 49-48. Vol State men's basketball is on the road this weekend and next. They visit Cleveland State on Saturday and take on Calhoun the following Saturday. The Titans' 17-10 win over the Panthers on Sunday has prompted Carolina to fire coach Frank Reich. The Panthers are officially the worst team in the NFL and will finish with a losing record for the 6th straight season. Reich is the 3rd Panthers coach to be fired by owner David Tepper. I'm James, and that's your Pioneer Sports.
The air is getting nippier this week, and it's not about to stop anytime soon. Here's a look at your forecast.
I'm Macy with your Pioneer Forecast. We have mostly sunny skies today and mostly clear skies tonight, but it's definitely feeling like winter, so double check those pipes. A high today will only hit 9 and the low drops to 6. Yep, extra blanket weather. Tomorrow will also be sunny, but expect clouds moving in for the evening, still very cold. The high 11, the low dropping to 9. Sunday also looks chilly and mostly sunny. Clouds completely gone by evening. The high will be around 10, the low hitting only 2, dropping to below 0 in Portland. I'm Macy, and that's a look at your Pioneer forecast.
That wraps up this edition of Pioneer Viewpoint. I'm Jaden.
And I'm Aaron. Thanks for watching.